This is the first episode of a series that I'm starting for Game Maker Studio. It's going to be filled with a bunch of lessons and tutorials and tips and strategies that will actually decrease your development time when it comes to making apps, video games, or whatever it is you want to make with Game Maker Studio. A few things you can actually expect from these lessons is deeper knowledge and skills, experience within networking as well, but starting on the basic level stuff with like if statements, switches, how to use timelines, good times to use them, scripts as well, and also what I like to call programming in advance. What that will allow you to do is to, at any moment, you can actually add or take away from your program without a big hassle or maybe even having to change everything. So without any further ado, first things first, how do you get Game Maker Studio if you do not have it? Well, that's actually kind of simple and straightforward. Just open up your internet browser. Inside of there, just type Yo-Yo Games, and it pretty much will come straight up. Well, I thought it would come straight up. There we go. Click Game Maker, and then click the download button right here. Now, I actually brought it, but you don't have to worry. Everything that I'm doing, I believe, is 100% compatible with both of the versions, so just pick whichever one you feel like picking. And then once you download it and install it, it's pretty straightforward. Just follow the instructions on there, keep hitting the next button, and you'll install it. After that, go to wherever it is, and let's open it up, which is loading right now. And I've actually been using Game Maker for years actually, but before Game Maker I was using a lot of Xskode. I also did Stencil, which I can't really count because it's not like programming, not really, but mainly I've been dabbling within a lot of game engines, also basic or dark basic as well. And it really started with the whole RPG Maker series. For over about 10 years I've actually been messing with game engines and stuff like that. So by the time we're done with all these tutorials and lessons, you will actually be a very, very skilled programmer. You know, you'll be able to get out your seat, hold your head high, knowing that you can make whatever you want to make inside of Game Maker Studio. Alright, so today we're actually going to set up our environment for future programming and just easier overall development. So in order to do so, let's go ahead and start with creating a room. You can do that from various ways. Just hover over here, right click on room, click create room. Inside of here, we'll name it RM underscore test. Let's see. And I guess we'll make the speed 90. Just keep it at 90. And let's go to view, enable use of view, and make it visible when room starts. There we go. And that's it for now on the room. Then let's go ahead and create an object. Right click on object, create, and we'll name this OBJ. It is important to use prefix. Over a lot of time development, it actually helps when you're calling for items or objects, and also when you're trying to like get variables from them, all that stuff that you will also pick up some cooler tips along the way for now. And I think I'm going to actually flash some most common prefix on the screens that a lot of people and a lot of programmers will actually use for like sprites, objects, scripts, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll also let you see what I use as well. For now though, let's do obj underscore, and we'll call this draw test. No sprite. Let's go ahead and click OK. Let's go back to our room, open up the objects, click inside the square, or you can click down here. select your object, and just put it anywhere in the room. Then you can close the room. Alrighty, let's go ahead and save. Now, right now, if we start the game, nothing's gonna happen. Let's go back to the room. I forgot something actually. The background, let's change the color from this color to like, I'll say black, because I'm also going to be teaching you some cool kind of like color configurations you can do. So let's go ahead and pick black. Alrighty. Now inside of our draw test object, let's add an event, and we're going to do create. Let's go ahead and hit the control tab and drag over this code action into the action field. A few quick things though before we get into actually programming the stuff for a future program is in GameMaker Studio, you do 3 slashes like that, it will actually change the title of that action to whatever you type after the 3 slashes. So in this case we'll just do setting up variables. I've heard someone pronounce it that way, variables. I've heard it pronounced so many ways that now I don't even know the correct way to pronounce it. Anyways, setting up variables. Go ahead and hit the check mark and see it actually changed the title. That helps for whenever you're about to keep stacking code upon code. You can simply just read and you know what is inside that action. Pretty simple when you want to add something or take away something from your game or your program at any time. So let's go ahead and open up this action. And in here, we're going to set up we're going to create some custom shortcut variables actually that will make a lot of things more easier in the long run. The first one is xv. xv equals view underscore xview 0. We're going to also do yv, which is yview. And let's go ahead and do that too. Let's put 3 slashes and let's put in brackets x view, just so then we will have a reference of what the xv stands for. Next, let's go ahead and do view yview 0. And if you're noticing, I'm putting a semicolon after every line of program that I put, because in GameMaker it's, well, some people say it's not required. It's just good practice, because in like other programming languages it really is more crucial than it is in GameMaker Studio. So remember, after each program put a semicolon. Alrighty, the next ones we're going to do is xvw equals view wview 0, and this is of course width of view. yvw equals view hview, and we'll go ahead and call this height of view. I know there's another one because we're gonna need another one pretty soon. Okay, for now that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit the check mark. Then let's add another event in here, and let's add the draw. Now what we're making is what I like to call an X and Y grid that actually moves according to your mouse location. That is very, very useful, especially when it comes to like drawing on screen, or maybe trying to place an item somewhere. You don't have to place it somewhere, load up the game just to see if it was where you want it, and then find out it's not, close the game, move it over, open up the game, it's not where it wants it still, and etc. This will really cut down that little process, which is saving you literally over tens of minutes of development time. Big time. It's a big development time saver. So let's go ahead and do such. I like to make sure that this is always on top. So I'm actually going to write this code way down here. But first we'll name this drawing information. There we go. And let's come down here. Okay, so in order to do this, we need to first draw the left line. And the left line is going to be the same exact Y location of the mouse. And the starting point is going to always be 0. And it's going to always extend to wherever the mouse moves. Alright, that's going to be the first line. So let's go ahead and do this. Draw line, or draw underscore line underscore color. And we'll do this at xv, because that's the starting point. We already created those variables. And I'm going to actually go ahead and open it up. So, you know, you can always see this on screen while we're programming. Boom. There we go. So we're going to do xv. And what is this? The y. So we're going to do yv. No, it needs to always be the mouse location for the y. This is the first line. So mouse y. Then we're going to do xvw, which will end up being the mouse x. It needs to extend to where the mouse is going. And then we're going to make sure it stays on the same y location as the mouse. Alright, let's go ahead and make this C yellow. Yellow. C yellow again. Close that bracket and a semicolon. Put a little note here. Drawing the left horizontal line. Now let's go ahead and draw the second line, which will be the right horizontal line. So let's come back up into here, make that left. It's actually going to be the same code, but I'm not going to do that because there are going to be a few variables we're going to swap. So draw line color. This is on the right side, so the starting point needs to actually be the width of the view. xvw underscore. It still needs to be at the same y location of the mouse, so let's do that. Mouse y. This is x2, so now it needs to extend to wherever the mouse is, and it still needs to be on the same mouse y. Now normally this is actually much faster to set up, but you know, I don't want to type too fast and maybe making it more confusing or anything. That's why I'm actually typing things out instead of copying and pasting. There will be times when we will copy and paste, but there's a trick I'm going to show you to where it actually makes things so much more smoother and easier. You save a lot of time off of copying and pasting already, so then when you learn this new technique, which should be in the next video or the one right after that one, when you catch this next technique, you'll be saving so much more time. Drawing the line horizontal. Wow, that's completely wrong. Right. Hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. There we go. Sweet. And then we're going to draw one more, the top line. The top line is going to stay on the same X location of the mouse, and is going to always stay at the 0 point of Y for the starting, and is going to always extend to the current Y location of the mouse. So in order to do this, let's do draw line color. Oops. Let me see how long this is. 11 minutes already? Okay. It's going to be mouse X to, oops, where am I? YV. And then we're going to do mouse X again, and this is going to be mouse Y. The yellow color as well. This is drawing the vertical line top. You could draw a bottom one, but I found that sometimes that kind of gets in my way, so I was like, forget that. Let's go ahead and hit the check bar, and let's see what we have real quick. You can hit this green button to start up the game. It's loading. Alright, sweet. Oh wait, it's on the other screen. Let me drag this over. Okay. Sweet, so see, we have this. Now, right now it's not really that powerful of a tool, but we're about to spice that up a little bit. We're gonna have some letters, well, a letter, X, and numbers showing on the horizontal line, and we'll have some showing on the vertical line as well. But it's gonna be where the mouse location is. So let's go ahead and close this by hitting this button right here. And let's go back into our object draw test, back into draw. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the X and Y, well, and Y axes location by the mouse. Alright, so we're going to do draw text color. Again, this is going to be by the mouse, so mouse X and mouse Y. The string is actually going to just be this is going to be the X line, so we're going to draw mouse X. Let's go ahead and do I guess color aqua, sea aqua. That can work on black. And 1 for alpha. This is the X axis. Now we're going to go ahead and draw text color again. Still here. We're gonna have to actually add something to these mouse and Y's locations real quick. So let's go back up to the left just so that it can look a little neater. We're going to draw this at the mouse X minus, let's do, I think 40 was a pretty good number, so let's go ahead and do 40 on the X axis. We'll keep the same Y, and we're going to go ahead and add this in here instead of putting this on a whole nother line of code. So let's do a quotation mark, and let's put a capital X just like that, space, quotation mark, and then put a plus sign. There we go. Now over here we're going to do the same thing, but instead we're going to do plus 40, just like that. We're going to do a capital Y space plus, and then we're going to type in the strings of mouse underscore Y, just like that. You can do a different color. I'm actually just going to do the same color for now. This is our test room, so we do need to make sure everything is seeable, very seeable when it comes to information such as like the location of what it is we're about to be drawing. So this is the Y axis. Oops. Just like that. Boom. So now if we go ahead and hit the green button, check out our game, we can actually see what it is we have just done and how much more better it is now. Boom. Okay, that number is still a little bit under the mouse, so what we'll do real quick is go back into our draw. Well, let's close this. Close it. Go back into the draw, and instead of -40, let's go ahead and just double that for the sake. No, let's not just do that. Let's not just do that. Let's actually go 75. Hit the green button. And now let's see what we have. Awesome. I mean, just look at that. You can actually see where it is you're at. That's very, very valuable. You can see the starting point of what it is you want to draw something. So if you want to draw a circle here, or let's say a square, we already know it's going to be X 160, Y 74. And that will be exactly where we place whatever it is. But I'm going to show you another example. This is going on 16 minutes. I'm trying to keep these videos around like 20-25 minutes. So let's go ahead and draw something real quick on screen. We're going to draw a rectangle kind of like that. Okay. And we'll do it around here. So we're going to draw it at X130. Now, normally what I do is I actually have a tablet here, and I would just write down the locations of what it is I'm going to draw the thing at. So this is going to be 130 starting point. The Y starting point is 132. Just want to show y'all how to use this technique. And it's very simple to implement it anywhere. You will just make a separate object, and you will just put that object into any room it is you're trying to draw into, or any room you want this little thing in, and it will pop up. Okay, and we'll draw it to like 265 X2 and 209 Y2. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. And right up in here, let's draw the box. Draw, what is it, rectangle, color, let's just do color. Alright, and it'll be X view plus 130, Y view plus 132, X view plus 265, Y view plus 209. Boom. And then the color, I don't know, I'm just gonna do C red, C white, C red, and C light. Outline false. Now before we go back and check it, we're going to go ahead and draw a line, another horizontal line that you can actually control down and up using the left buttons of the mouse. So what we'll do is go up here to the object, back into create, and I forgot, I'm going to leave this up and open over here. And let's go ahead and make a variable called ylane equals 0. Alrighty, sweet. Now since we have that, we can go back into our draw, and let's go ahead and draw the line here. Draw line, color, mouse X, YV. Oh wait, no, this is the top. So it's going to be XV, X view, Y lane, then XVW, and Y lane. Yes. Then let's go ahead and do C yellow. And this will actually allow for, like I said, a line that you can actually control with the mouse. Right now you can't do anything, it just creates a line. Drawing the vertical line to top. Alrighty. Now over here, we'll draw the color as well for the text. Oops. X view plus, let's do, I think it's around 550. This could be Y lane minus 17. And the string that we're going to do is going to be Y plus Y lane. I have to think for a second. And I'm just gonna do C aqua, the same exact thing like the other ones. Oops. The top line, Y axis. Okay, then one more thing we have to do is let's go ahead and create a step event in here. And inside of here, we're going to actually control Y lane. Control Y lane. So if, yeah, let's do that. If Y lane is less than 0. Y lane equals YVW. Else, if Y lane is greater than YVW, then Y lane equals 0. Oh yeah, I forgot about the semicolon. I'm telling y'all to put these in here. Okay, there we go. Now, it's saying that something is wrong. Yeah. Equal. Okay, there we go. And yeah, you could actually put the left mouse button inside of here, but instead, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it inside the draw. If, what is it, mouse check button MB left, then we're going to make Y lane plus equals 1. If mouse check button MB right, oops, we're going to do Y lane minus equals 1. And this is controlling the top line. There we go. Then let's go ahead and start the game, and what you should see is this. Here's the box we drew right there, and I'm clicking the left button, and you can see that line is coming down. Clicking the right, and it's going up. Bam. There you have it. There's a lot of other cool things you can do. You can also have one where you left click and drag and it does all that cool stuff, but this is actually what I use a lot. I use this kind of grid a lot, and it actually helps me a lot in saving a lot of development time, big time. So there you have it, the X and Y grid. Alrighty, so there you have it. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, you know, just don't like it. If you have any ideas or maybe any questions about how to do particular things within Game Maker Studio, just leave it in the comments below, and if I have any kind of time, I'll actually make a video on that topic as well. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and remember, be real, be true, be yourself.